G'day grass cutters, Rory here. I'm going to show you today how to change the oil on one of your Honda HRU216 commercial mowers. I've already done one of these this morning, and I thought I'd show you how to do the second one. Pretty basic, pretty simple, but something that's really important and needs to be done on a regular basis to make sure. Whoa! Ah, bloody hell. I'm not even going to cut that out. Something that needs to be done on a regular basis to make sure that the lawnmowers are running at their optimal performance and that you don't do any damage to them. They're pretty bulletproof, except when you don't change the oil. All right, so these are your basic Honda HRU216 commercial mowers. They are the most popular mower on the market for contractors, and we're going to do a little quick rundown on how to change the oil on it and keep them running nice and smooth for a long time. Now I've already done one. I've already done this one here. This is my main mower. This is the newest one out of the two. Move her out of the way. And we'll get started on the old girl here. Old trusty Bessie. Best thing to do, make sure the fuel cap's done nice and tight. Tip it over, oil sump side down. Now, with these mowers, you want to make sure that you always warm the mower up. If it's cold, you really want the oil nice and hot at running temperature when you drain it out, because any sediment and bits that are in the oil will circulate through and will come out when you drain it out. If you just tip it over just from a sitting cold start, a lot of that sediment is going to be sitting on the bottom of the oil sump, and when you tip it out, it's not going to drain out. You're going to leave a lot of that stuff sitting in there. So let's fire it up, warm it up real quick. Choke so we can start in a couple of days. Okay, now the mower's nice and warmed up now. I let it run for a while. So we're going to start the oil draining process. So what you want to do is, like I said, make sure you tip this over with the oil sump down. There's the drainer and filler. Let's bring that in, have another little close look. That one there, that's where you fill your oil and you drain it from. Pretty simple. Let's have a look. Now, what I like to do is tip it over like this. Get a nice low dish. Anything will do. These hold about 900 ml of fluid, of oil. There we go. Just leave that sitting there. Let that drain out. As you can see, don't know if you can see, let's have a little closer look in there. It is quite dirty and in need of a change. Now basically you just let that sit until it drains out completely. Righto, so the oil that I like to use is the Penrite SAE 30 small engine oil. Now I use this one here on my ride-on as well as my push mowers. It's an all-purpose small engine oil, and the SAE 30 is perfect for our conditions here in Australia, pretty much Australia-wide. You can pick this up at any Super Cheap Auto or Repco or any automotive store, basically, best place to buy it from. You can go through your dealers and pick up Honda specific oil, Kawasaki specific, whatever you want. But look, this is a lot cheaper. Penrite's a great Aussie brand. I use it on my vehicle, on my diesel Hilux. So that's what we'll use. 900 mil of this straight into the mower, and that'll do it. Let's get cracking. This oil is a nice red color. Don't know if you can see that. That's what it goes in like. Beautiful. Let's fill this bad boy up. So Honda recommends changing the oil every 100 hours or 6 months. I do it, I halve that and I do it every 50 hours roughly. So because it's copping such a flogging in a contractor situation, these Honda mowers, you really want to do that. You want to change it more often. If you do it every 100 hours, you can imagine 100 hours of mowing in our world is different to 100 hours mowing in a residential situation. So every 50 hours, drop it out, change it, and that Honda GXV 160 engine will last pretty much forever. They're pretty bulletproof as long as you stay on top of that. Okay, so I have filled that up. Now we'll just check the level, make sure I've got it right. You want to give this a nice little wipe down, make sure there's no gunk or anything on there. Now when you're checking the level on this, it's very important you don't screw it all the way in. The level checker on this is this little mesh cut in here. You want it to be at the top of there, no further, otherwise too much oil can really make the engine labour and you can do damage to it. Make sure you don't go above there, but don't screw it in. Just place it in and then pull it out. I'm about halfway up there, so I'll add a little bit more. There we go. Just give that a second and let that settle. There we go, perfect. Okay. Screw that in. Now, it's as simple as that. What you want to do now is start it up and just let it run in and warm up, and it's good to go. That's how you change the oil.